This is good. Yeah, that's perfect. And it's level.
Oh, great. They're not in numeric order. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay. Mm.
Good evening, everyone, from historic Hobart Arena in Troy, Ohio. Welcome once again to Beavercreek Battling Beaver Hockey. My name is Kent Jacobs. I'm along here with our producer engineer tonight, Dave Vandenboss, and our camera operator tonight is Andrew Couch. Tonight, the Beavers are taking on a club team out of Troy, Ohio. They're known as the Bruins, and this organization, the Troy Bruins, they have been around for a long, long time, dating back to the beginning of this facility back in the early 1950s. Stand by, everybody. Now we're ready for the playing. Well, got that in. That was kind of a rushed introduction to the national anthem, but we got it. All right, folks. I thought maybe they were going to introduce the starting lineups, but they didn't. Doesn't look like they're going to do that. So again, the Troy Bruins, a club team. They take in players from a wide span of uh, this north central Ohio area. whereas Troy High School obviously has a much tighter geographic area that they get players from. The Troy Bruins get players from all around West Central Ohio. Referees for tonight's game are Ty the Tank Wilkinson and Rob Hoppy. Referee Hoppy is at center ice ready to drop the puck. The Beavers come in at 6-3. I was unable to ascertain a record for the Troy Bruins. But they are a junior varsity team. They play in a league called the Cincinnati Conference, and they play. Their league has teams from all over, including Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky, Lexington, and then there's the Troy Bruins struck up here all by their lonesome in that conference. The Beavers are the road team tonight, so they're in the black uniforms. The Troy Bruins are in the white sweaters, black trunks, gold trim, just like the Boston Bruins. Beavers have the puck. Here's Hayden Drake. Goalkeepers for tonight, looks like Talon Patterson is in net for the Beavers, and it is Cole Glidewell in net for the Troy Bruins. Loose puck in the Bruin zone to our right. Beavers moving left to right in this first period. Here's Ethan Malik, a shot, and the save made by Glidewell. Rebound carried out to neutral ice. By Auda Tarvin. Take note, there's a shot by the Beavers, and they score. It deflected in. Hayden Drake, the shotgun. It glanced in off of Glidewell, it appears, and the Beavers take a 1-0 lead. See if we get an announcement on the goal to get the assist. One interesting note on this team, the Troy Bruins have 4 young ladies on the team. There's a shot by Logan Sullins and a save made by Talon Patterson. He'll hold on to it. And that's just a note, and that in my years of calling high school hockey, I have encountered a team, I think, with that many young ladies. It's a good thing to see. It's nice to see the girls getting out and playing, especially when there's not enough participation in this part of the country, so that high school and colleges in this area don't have female-only teams, so they're able to get out and play with the fellas. Puck is cleared in behind the Beaver net. And if it looks like this rink is a little smaller than usual, it's because it is. We're used to the rink at Kettering Ice Arena or at the Chiller in Springfield, and this is a smaller, more compact ice surface here at Hobart. Shot by Calander of Beavercreek is deflected wide. Centering pass intended for Kristofchik was behind him. Zoe Worsley wraps the puck around to the far side, and it's cleared back behind the Beaver net, and that'll be an icing violation against Troy. In the game immediately preceding this one, the Troy Trojans, the high school team, knocked off the Dayton Icehounds by a score of 5-2. Hayden Drake tries to center it. And it's chipped away. Icing waved off as the puck is cleared down the ice into the Beavercreek zone. Hank Clark for Troy, trying to hold the puck in. Beavers are able to clear it. That is Hayden Drake. For Drew Vandenboss's shot, and Glidewell got a piece of that one. Rebound at center ice. From the red line, Malik will chip it in for the Beavers. Back to get it for the Bruins, Caden Bach. Bach clears it up ahead to teammate Braden Kohlreiser. Puck shot in behind the Beaver net. Here's Drake for the Beavers. Up to Aiden Couch. Couch will clear it down the ice. Into the Troy Bruins zone. 1-0 Beavers. Here's a chance for Troy. Jacob Schultz got a shot and save made by Patterson. Back is Tyler Callander. His shot is blocked. Trying to make a play was Clayton Barker. Couldn't get a play toward the net. Here come the Bruins the other way. Puck centered, and it's intercepted by the Beavers' Callander. Tyler Callander ridden into the boards on this near side. By Sam McDaniel. Puck cleared back into the Beavercreek zone. Gonna take me a little bit of time to get used to these Bruin names. There's no program for this tournament that has the rosters in it. I had to chase down a roster sticker from the Bruins team right before the game, and it turns out it's not in numeric order. So it's a great help when the rosters are in numeric order. So if you see the number on the back of the uniform, you can reference it much more quickly on the roster when it's in order. So now I have to hunt down the name. So we'll just deal with it how we can tonight. Here's Austin Alfaro, a shot, and it's a save by Glidewell. Centering pass for Haywood, a shot, pad save, Glidewell. Rebound still live in the Troy Bruins zone. In the corner is Haywood. Haywood chases it down to the opposite corner, lost it as and wipes out. Another player wiping out, that was Chase Newroth. Chase back on his feet, gets the puck back, gets a shot away, and it deflects wide. Puck centered for Alfaro. His stick was tied up by one of the Bruins, so he couldn't get a tip on that centering pass. Newroth. Pass is intercepted and cleared away down the ice. It'll be icing against Troy. The Beavercreek Beavers, coached by Greg Gutterman, assistant coaches Brad Lloyd, Cam Quick, Pete Sandus, Andy Cruzy, Matt Michno, Austin Coleman. Troy Bruins, coached by Matt Hildebrand, assistant coaches Joe Keckler, Lance Harris, Ridge Gray, Garrett Wall. Here's Tyler Callander, a shot. Pad save, rebound cleared to the blue line. And unable to hold the puck in was Jasmine Miller, and she carried it right back in, and that was an offside play. So a face off at neutral ice. Jazz Miller backhands the puck into the Troy zone. Back to get it for the Bruins. Zoe Worsley. Puck cleared back into the Beavercreek zone. Behind the net, Calander. Beavers in all black lead it 1-0. In this tournament going on all weekend, we'll be back with you again tomorrow morning. I think it's at 11:30. They tangle with it in the Beaver zone in the far corner. Puck is dug out by Malik. Ethan Malik on right wing, cuts behind the Troy Bruin net, and then lost the puck behind him before he could try to make a wraparound play. Puck cleared down the ice by the Bruins. It's an icing violation. Drake back on along with Corrigan. And we've got Gabe Briding and Zach Vandenboss on for the Beavers. There's Vandenboss' shot. Corrigan, a whack at it. It was blocked. Corrigan carries the puck in, but he had a teammate in ahead of the play. Again, this Bruins team is classified as a junior varsity team, so I imagine Coach Gutterman is going to be playing some of the younger Beaver players tonight to get them more playing time. Got a whistle as there was a Bruin player cross-check down to the ice. I think that was Hank Clark. And it is Tiny. Jerry Christofchik. A cross-check minor. They had a young lady doing the public address announcing the national anthem, but then I thought she would announce the goals and assists, but she didn't announce the goal for Hayden Drake earlier. It's a big help to us if they haven't. Then we know who the assists go to and who the goals are officially attributed to. But and we make do sometimes, folks. Puck is cleared down the ice by the Beavers. Back to get it for the Bruins. Emmerich Penquite. Very distinguished moniker. Here's Newroth, touch pass Haywood. Over the Bruin line, shot, tipped wide. Haywood chases it down. Behind the net, lost it behind him. Here come the Bruins. Pass to center ice. Was intended for Jake Schultz, but hopped over his stick. Beavers' Matt Haywood takes a centering pass in front of the Bruin net and tips it wide. Newroth goes down to the ice in the corner along with Emmerich Penquite. Here come the Bruins the other way. Clay Harris centering. It's deflected and broken up. Beavers in all black lead it 1-0. 4:45 to go in the period. Just a few seconds left in the Troy power play after the cross-check minor to Jerry Christofchik. Carrying the puck in the Beaver zone, Will Keckler. He has it poke-checked away. Here comes Briding for Beavercreek. Zach Briding. Checked. Loose puck in the corner, cleared to the blue line. Held in by Drake. Now it's tipped to center. Drake carries it back in, leaves it for Malik. Malik a wrist shot wide of the Bruins net. After it, Drew Vandenboss in the corner along with Evan Schrader. Puck cleared back to the right point. Malik holds it in to Vandenboss. Passes off to the opposite side, and nobody's there. And the puck cleared down the ice by the Bruins. It'll be an icing violation. From the draw in the Beavercreek zone. Here's Zach Vandenboss. Across center left wing. Ridden into the boards. Nice check there by the Bruins. Aiden Hildebrand. Puck cleared away. Back to get it. Calander of Beavercreek. Tyler's pass gets through everybody, and it'll be an icing violation against Beavercreek. We've got Calander, Vandenboss, Newroth, Haywood, and Alfaro on for Beavercreek. And Sullins, Worsley. Here comes a shot by Zach Vandenboss is blocked. Back to get the puck, Calander of Beavercreek. Tyler will chip it in the Bruin zone. That's emptied right back out. Sullins tips the puck ahead, intended for teammate Zoe Keckler, but it was offside at the Beaver blue line. And we'll have a face-off. 2:43 to go in the period. Beavers lead it 1-0. Beavers the road team tonight here at historic Hobart Arena. Place built back in the 1950s, and all types of very famous recording artists and personalities have performed here through the years. Elvis Presley, Lawrence Welk. I think the Beatles might have even been here one time. This place has been home to professional minor league teams. Here's Drew Vandenboss, a shot wide of the Bruins goal. Puck cleared down the ice. Puck chips in front of the Beaver net, and unable to get a stick on that one was Hildebrand. Here's Malik the other way. Shot, and he scores! Ethan Malik goes 5-hole on Cole Glidewell. Gets it in between the wickets. And the Beavers increase their lead now to 2-0 with 1:27 left in the second period. Puck swept into the Beavercreek zone by Auda Tarbin. Auda spelled A-U-D-A. Cleared in behind the Beaver net. Talon Patterson will let it go. It's played by Tyler Calander. He gets hammered into the boards there by Clay Harris. Loose puck behind the Beaver net. Zach Brighting. Zach will flip it back into the Bruin zone to Corrigan. Corrigan checked. Loose puck, Barker. Barker sends it in front, and it comes all the way to the corner. Calander centers, Barker a shot, and he whacks one wide. Good chance for Clayton Barker as he found himself alone in the slot area. Puck cleared in behind the Beaver net. After it, Will Keckler of Troy. He couldn't get a hold of it. Beavers clear it. Emmerich Penquite shoots the puck on net from center. Save made by Talon Patterson, and the buzzer sounds the end of period number 1. After 1, they score. The Beavercreek Beavers 2, Troy Bruins nothing. And we'll probably, I don't believe they're going to are they going to resurface the ice right now? The Beavers are doing some type of speed drill right now. So it doesn't look like they're going to resurface the ice right now. Anybody chatting with us, Dave? Oh, let me try to look it up. Oh, pardon me. Let's see what we got here, folks. Okay, everybody. See what we have. Anybody got a message from Nigel. Hey, Nigel, how's it going? He says, I'm watching. Nice to have you with us tonight, Nigel. And then we've got Stinky Andy. You ever heard of that name, Dave? I don't think I have. Stinky Andy says, hi, Kent. Go Beavers. Hi, Stinky Andy. Nice to hear from the Stinkmeister. Stinky Andy. Yes. Nice to hear from you tonight, Stinky Andy. All right, we're right back at it, folks. 2-0 Beavers. There was a shot that just pinged off sounded like off the Beaver crossbar. There's a shot, and Talon Patterson is able to slide across the goal mouth and prevent a goal. Nice save by Talon Patterson. Shot ricocheted back in front, and one of the Bruin players, it might have been Hildebrand, that was able to get a tip from right in front on that ricocheted puck. And Patterson had to be very aware of that, and he slid across on his knees and was able to make a big stop. Here's a shot at the other end, and the save made by Glidewell. Rebound shot by Vandenboss, tips wide. Here's Brighting for Beavercreek, a shot. In front, Glidewell the save, and he will hit the ice and smother the puck. Sorry for the occasional cough, because I'm doing better. And I've been nursing a chest cold here for a couple of weeks, but it is starting to subside, thank goodness. Puck tipped in the Beavercreek zone by Braden Kohlreiser, I beg your pardon. Beavers carry it right back out. There's a shot. Glide well, it's in and out of his trapping mitt. Loose puck Barker for Beavercreek, fighting for it in the corner with Noah Miller. Puck kicks to center ice. Beavers will dump it back in, or rather the Bruins dump it back in. And it's an icing violation against Troy, and there'll be a face-off in the Bruin zone. Beavers up 2-0 on goals by Hayden Drake and Ethan Malik. And they're not announcing assists, so we don't know. We don't have assists. Haywood spins and shoots. A stick save. Rebound. Still loose in front of the Bruin net. Several players trying to get a whack at it. It kicks over to this near corner. Played by Newroth. Works in front. Shot pad save. Rebound behind the net. Haywood. Trying to drop it back to Newroth. Newroth back along the wall to Haywood. Centering Newroth. Touch pass Drake. Wrist shot. And it's blocked. Here's Newroth. Has it poke checked away behind the net. And a couple of players fall on it, and that will result in a whistle. 12:17 to go in the second period. Beavers in all black tonight. They're the road team. They lead at 2-0. There was a delayed penalty, I believe, on Troy. Looks like a hooking minor on that play on Troy's Caden Bach. B-A-C-H, just like the composer. So Bach off for hooking, and the Beavers have their first power play chance. From the right point, it's Drake. Drake wants it back. He's calling for it. Drake from Haywood, but it got past him, and the shotgun will have to chase it back. Tries to flip ahead to Haywood. Haywood pass deflected away, broken up. Picked up by Will Keckler of Troy. He'll dump behind the Beaver net. Here come the Beavers on a one-man advantage. Chase Newroth. Chase back to Malik. Malik returned pass to Newroth in the corner. Centers for Malik. It hopped over his stick. Malik chases it down. He's ridden into the boards there by Zoe Worsley. Here's Drake, a shot. Blisters one. Wide. Here's a chance for Newroth as the puck ricocheted back in front. It's off the side of the net. Here's Newroth again in the slot, being harassed there from behind. Here's Drake, a blast. Did not get good wood on it, but he scores! Shotgun got him misfired on that one. Got it from the heel of his stick blade, but still got it in. Second one of the game for Shotgun Drake. Power play goal. Beavers lead at 3-0. That puck got to him, and the one-timer kind of missed it with the full brunt of his stick blade. Got it from the heel of the stick blade, but it still found its way in the net. Power play goal for the Beavers. 3-0. Loose puck at center ice, tipped in the Beavercreek zone. Brighting back to get it for Beavercreek. Clear's not out. Now it's tipped to center ice. And it carries all the way down. Be icing violation on the Beavers.
Puck dropped in the creek zone. Beavers clear it back to get it for the Troy Bruins. Very dangerous plays. Here's Malik the other way for the Beavers. A tip and it's wide. Centering pass intended for Vandenboss is broken up. Loose puck picked up, and there's a shot at the Beaver net. Pad save by Patterson on Kohlreiser. Braden Kohlreiser. Here's Evan Schrader for the Beavers. A shot, stick save made by Cole Glidewell. Puck centered again for Malik. Save made by Glidewell. Puck still live in the Bruins zone. 7:50 to go in the second. Beavers in all black lead it 3-0. Miller ridden into the boards by Vandenboss. Loose puck Briding of Beavercreek in his own zone. Tries to clear it. It's held in and shot on net by... That is number 38. And that's Braden Kohlreiser. And Patterson will hold on to it. Wholesale changes for both teams on the stoppage of play. It is Harris for Troy against Corrigan of Beavercreek. Bruins win the face-off, but the puck cleared away. Back to get it for Troy is Keckler. Will Keckler up ahead for Auda Tarvin. Over the Beaver line, drops it off. Behind the net, puck centered. Here's Hildebrand, a shot. It's tipped in front and blocked. Puck centered again. Tarvin, a shot. And she had a nice chance there, but the puck is cleared away. Patterson will get out of the net to pick up the puck and set it up for Couch. He's checked, and the loose puck comes in on Talon Patterson. He'll just smother it. We're past the midway point of the game now. 6:44 to go in the second. Beavers up 3-0. 2 goals by Hayden Drake, 1 by Ethan Malik. None of this is official because they're not announcing the goals. They're not announcing the assists, so we don't have any assists tonight. I might have a word with the arena people. Say they had a young lady that announced, oh, wait, here's a breakout from Matt Haywood. A chance, a shot, and Glidewell the save. Matt Haywood, a nice little breakout chance. He had Hayden Drake off to his left behind him, but Matt takes it in himself and gets the shot away, but Glidewell's able to stop it. But I might have a word with him saying, hey, you guys, you obviously have a mic that works. You announced the national anthem. Let's announce the goals and assists and penalties so the media people know what's going on. Here's Chase Newroth. Gets between two Bruins. Gets a shot, save, rebound, Alfaro. And Austin had a golden opportunity at a rebound, but he was losing his footing as he tried to stop and get that shot away on a rebound and kind of wiped out and did not get much on that shot, and Glidewell was able to stop it. He holds on to it, face off in the Bruin zone from the draw. Here's Drake, a shot, and it's blocked by Zoe Keckler. Loose puck picked up by Drake, moves in the slot, drops it off to Malik, a shot, pad save by Glidewell. Despite being down 3-0, I think Glidewell has played a good game. How many? 22 shots for the Beavers right now. Puck tips to center ice. Picking it up for the Bruins was Emrick Henquite. Emrick. He lost it. Here's Evan Schrader, a shot. That's blocked by the skate boot of one of the Bruin players. Loose puck right in front, and one of the Bruin players is sitting on it. Who is that Bruin player? That is number 19? That's Caden Bach. And we lost sight of the puck is because he was on the seat of his pants sitting in front of the net, and he was sitting on the puck, and then he realized it, and he grabs the puck and tries to flip it away. Oh, boy. Not allowed to do that, Mr. Bach. Got another stoppage of play with 4:31 to go in the period. Beavers back at it tomorrow morning. I think it's 11:30 tomorrow, Dave. I had a schedule from the admissions desk, and then I've misplaced it. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, Beavercreek tomorrow. Okay, 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock tomorrow. Here's Matt Haywood to Newroth, and a pass broken up. Bruins hold it in the Beaver zone momentarily. Now it's Newroth the other way. Racing down right wing, shot, stick save by Mr. Glidewell. And Cole will hold on to it. Here's Drake, a shot blocked, and then it's tipped wide from in front. Newroth goes flying toward the Bruins net. Nothing called. Puck tipped down the ice, racing after it for the Bruins, getting a shot away was Jacob Schultz. Patterson able to cover the puck, and we'll have a face-off. Beavers on. We got Schrader. We've got Callander. We've got Vandenboss. We've got Malik. Who's puck? Sullins clears to center for teammate Logan Sullins. That's a brother and sister right there. Here come the Beavers. A shot by Vandenboss right in front of the shot. Oh, and Drew Vandenboss had a big chance. He had the puck right in front of the net. And shot was wide, and now somebody lost a glove. Looks like that was Logan Sullins of Troy. Here's Tyler Callander, unable to hold the puck in at the blue line. Now he chips it back in. Sullins cleared the puck out for a moment. Now it's Aiden Hildebrand who clears the puck away. .213 to go in the second period. Beavers up 3-0. They're in the all-black uniforms. There's an offside violation at the Beavercreek blue line. Corrigan, Newroth, Drake, Haywood, and Miller in for Beavercreek. Newroth centers Haywood, and one-timer hopped over his stick. There's Corrigan, a shot that's blocked. Corrigan centers Newroth, a drive, and it's kicked wide. Big chance for Chase Newroth. There's a centering pass intended for Corrigan. He lost his footing as he pulled the trigger on a shot. Beavers trying to hold it in. Drake in the corner, Haywood. Haywood back to the blue line. Haywood circles, drops it off for Corrigan. Corrigan looks to center. And that pass broken up. Picked up by Newroth in the corner. Centers for Haywood. Top of the slot. Shot, and that deflects wide. Haywood for Newroth, trying to work in front. Shot, and the save made by Glidewell. 1:06 to go in the second period. Referee Ty the Tank Wilkinson says, send the face-off over to official Mr. Rob Hoppy in the right wing circle. Mr. Hoppy drops the puck. There's Ethan Malik trying to center, and tip on that puck was wide. Puck centered again, and Glidewell intercepts that and smothers the puck. Here's a chance for the Beavers in front. Schrader trying to get a tip. And Vandenboss puts the puck on net, and it's covered by Glidewell. It's funny, physical disparity of the officials tonight. Rob Hoppy is a guy that's in really, really good physical shape. And then we've got Ty the Tank Wilkinson, big Ty out there, looks like an offensive lineman. Looks like he's Here's Tyler Calander. Slide the puck in behind the Bruin net. Just a few seconds left in the period. And that's the way the period's going to come to an end. The Beavers lead it 3-0. Unofficial goals, 2 by Hayden Drake, 1 by Ethan Malik. Talon Patterson hasn't faced too many shots. What are your shots, Dave? So unofficially, Dave Vandenboss, our producer engineer, has got a count of 31-10 in favor of Beavercreek. So Talon only 10 shots, but he's had to make 2 or 3 really, really nice saves that were on rebounds that he had to be very alert to the play. And so he's made a couple, 2 or 3 really nice saves. But Cole Glidewell certainly is looking to be one of the stars of this game, as he has kept the Bruins in it. This game could easily be 5, 6, 7-0 at this point, but it's only 3-0, and a large part due to Mr. Glidewell. Let's see, folks. We'd like to. We'll step aside. Do you have the commercials ready to go, Dave?
Working on audio to try and get it fixed.
So you want me to just keep talking then? Yeah, Hobart Arena. Well, how about this place? It was built back in the 1950s, and it's been home to several different professional hockey teams through the years. The Troy Owls, the Dayton Gems played up here for a while. There's been many different world famous music artists play here. I mentioned Elvis. I think it was here one time. Lawrence Welk performed here with his orchestra, and I think the Beatles might have even been here one time. Let's see here. That is an interesting topic. Let's see here, folks. Hold on a second. Let me first see if we have any chat messages. We did hear from Nigel Gunn earlier, and Nigel said, hey, he's watching. Hello to Nigel, and our pal Stinky Andy said, hi, can't go Beavers. So it's nice to hear from those guys tonight. And we are going to talk about Hobart Arena, so let's do that. Hobart Arena is a multi-purpose facility that opened in 1950. So it's a 75-year reunion anniversary this year for Hobart Arena, and hosts a wide variety of events, including concerts, sporting events like hockey and wrestling, ice skating, and community gatherings. Has a seating capacity of 3,782 people. For general seating, expanded for concerts, and has undergone significant renovations to improve facilities like concessions, restrooms, and dressing rooms. I'm always really impressed. We come up here every year, a couple of different times, and this place is always so clean and sharp, and it's got great, it's almost like a museum, exhibits all around the whole um, uh, walkways on the outside of the rink area, in the walking area. There's all kind of displays. Uh, um, oh, here we are. Notable performers here at Hobart: Elvis Presley, Nat King Cole, Liberace, and many others. For all you young people that don't know Liberace, he was a famous piano player. He used to come out there with a big, what was it called, a candelabra on his piano, and was a very colorful personality. Of course, Nat King Cole was a great singer, and then there's Elvis, the King. They had a major renovation project completed in 2017 that expanded lobbies, concessions, and dressing rooms, and added a new multi-purpose room. Been home to several minor league hockey teams over the years, including the Troy Bruins and Miami Valley Sabres. Looks like they have their fair share of music, of concerts here. And I'm looking on the schedule of Hobart Arena, and guess who's going to be here? Jay Leno. Jay Leno, of course, world famous comedian and former host of the Tonight Show. Jay Leno is going to be here at Hobart Arena on Thursday, February 5th. How about that? That's something. They've got a Miami County home show coming up. There's a Ohio high school wrestling tournament coming up. So very here's a historical um, essay about this place. In 1946, William and Edward Hobart had a vision. Their vision was a vastly expanded recreational program for the city of Troy. This expansion would involve an 18-hole golf course, a new football stadium, and a winter sports arena. They proposed that if the citizens of Troy passed a $450,000 bond issue to build the golf course and stadium, the CC Hobart Foundation would build and give the city of Troy the winter sports facility. Troy City Council accepted and approved the plan. The plan, pardon me, at a special election in 1947. The citizens overwhelmingly approved the plan. The new municipal golf course opened in 47. The stadium for football in September of that year. And in September of 1950, the vision became a reality with the opening of Hobart Sports Arena. Since then, the many charitable, religious, civic, and educational groups have benefited from using the facility. Over the years, some of the best known entertainers in the world have performed at Hobart Arena. It has hosted all types of sporting events, trade shows, conferences, concerts, etc. The events and activities have generated millions of dollars for the greater Troy area. In 1995, Lucia Bravo visited Hobart Arena and noticed several areas that needed to be upgraded. After discussing this with her husband Robert, the Bravos had a vision of giving more than $1 million to be used as seed money for the renovating of Hobart Arena. They felt by committing such an amount that the citizens of Troy, other groups, and organizations would also donate towards the upgrading of the facility. In 1996, Troy City Council and the Recreational Board approved the project, and the renovation committee was formed. The architectural firm of Lorenz and Williams of Dayton was hired, and they completed the assessment of the facility's need and was prioritized. The goal of the Bravos, the arena's renovation committee, and the architects was to bring Hobart Arena up to modern day standards equivalent to the day it was opened. In April of 97, the first project began. The scope of the renovation project included the following: the arena's roof and exterior areas were repaired, windows were replaced, and exterior lighting was upgraded, and new landscaping was added. The main entrance and lobbies were upgraded, and the corridors were rubberized. A rubberized floor was installed. Walls were revamped, and the ceiling was added, and locker rooms, and so on and so forth. So that's kind of a story of Hobart Arena. Quite a place. Certainly one of my favorite places to visit, as far as hockey goes. All right, folks, we're underway for the third period. Beavers in all black lead at 3-0. Goals by 2 by Hayden Drake, 1 by Ethan Malik. From the face-off at neutral ice. Puck tipped into the Bruins zone. Bruins in the white sweaters, black trunks. Beavers in the all black. Here's Ethan Malik, a shot. Pad save by Cole Glidewell. Cole Glidewell in net for Troy. Talon Patterson for the Beavers. There's a big hit on Jacob Schultz. Puck pops out of play. We'll have a face-off. Zoe Keckler takes the draw for Troy. Here's a shot. Talon Patterson the save on McDaniel. From the rebound, Beavers carry out Liam Corrigan. He'll circle back and drop it off. Pass intended for Barker gets past Clayton and down the ice. And it'll be an icing violation against Beavercreek. Clock stopped 13:48 to go in the game. There's a backhand shot by Logan Sullins, deflects wide. Beavers come back. Here's a pass for Newroth in front of the net. Tries to slip it in, and way out of the net is Glidewell. Beavers still have the puck. There's a shot by Drake. And a blocker pad save. And the rebound is stopped by Glidewell. Trying to get a whack at that rebound was Kristofchik. Glidewell is able to keep it out. Hayden Drake going for a hat trick. From the draw, Drew Vandenboss position in front along with Evan Schrader. Puck comes to the side of the net, and Glidewell will cover it up. From the draw, puck kicks off into the corner. Evan Schrader. Hands it off to Malik. Malik in front of Vandenboss. Shot, pad save. Shot by Malik. That's blocked. Vandenboss's shot, pad save. Rebound. And they score. Ethan Malik on a rebound. After our full battery artillery bombardment on the Troy Bruins goal with Vandenboss and Malik and several other Beavers going after it, they finally are able to get it in past Glidewell. Second of the night for Malik. Beavers lead it 4-0. Here's a shot at the Beaver net, taken by Hank Clark as wide. Another shot at the Beaver net, this one by Aiden Hildebrand is wide. Jazz Miller of Beavercreek trying to pass it up ahead. It's intercepted at center ice. Carrying back in the Beaver zone, getting a shot. Nice play by Zoe Worsley. But now the puck is cleared away down the ice. Will be icing on Beavercreek. Zoe Worsley, number 58 on the Bruins, made a nice play, carrying the puck in and got a good shot away, but Talon Patterson stops it. Newroth against Zoe Keckler. Bruins have two Zoes on the team. Here comes Matt Haywood for the Beavers. Haywood, a shot, and a save is made. And the puck is caught by Cole Glidewell. From the face-off in the Bruin zone. Here's Hayden Drake. Moves it in front for Newroth, a shot, pad save. And diving out to cover the rebound is Cole Glidewell. 11:19 to play in the game. Beavers lead it 4-0. The game played immediately before this one was the Troy Trojans high school team knocking off the Dayton Icehounds club team 5-2. There's a puck centered in front of the Beaver net. Patterson keeps it out. Now he's lunging over to cover the puck up against the posts. So the Beavers hang on to this game. It would be two high school teams defeating two club teams tonight. From the draw, there's a shot taken by Aaron Sullins, number 76. Her shot is stopped by Talon Patterson. He'll hold on to it. Face off right wing circle of the Beaver zone. Bruins win the face off, but the puck kicks over to Newroth. He's got Haywood with him, and nice defensive play by Clay Harris to break up the rush by Newroth. Here's Calander to Haywood. Over the Bruin line, shot, pad, save. And Glidewell will hold on to it. Ethan Malik will take the draw for the Beavers. And that was against Jacob Schultz. There's a shot at the Bruins net, and they score! And Ethan Malik, if that's a hat trick for Ethan. How about that? Unofficially. Of course, they're not announcing the goals or assists, so we don't know for sure, but I believe that was a goal for Ethan Malik. It'll be his third of the game. How about that? 5-0 now, Beavers. Puck cleared to center ice. Comes all the way back into the Bruin zone. It's loose along the far wall. Beavers pick it up. Corrigan poke checked away as he tried to move in. There's Drake, a shot tipped wide. Puck ricochets all the way back into the Bruin zone. Two Bruins collide. This puck picked up by Jake Schultz. That's a shot. They score! And the Bruins are on the board. Looks like that is 38. 38. And number 38 would be Braden Kohlreiser. And the Bruins are on the board. They trail the Beavers now 5-1. Yeah. Here come the Beavers, Matt Haywood, cutting behind the Bruins net. Haywood looking to make a play. One-time pass to Chase Newroth. Chase did not get good wood on that one-time shot. Puck comes to center. Puck cleared in the Troy Bruin zone. To our right. Tyler Calander passed behind the net to Newroth. He's got Haywood in front. Passes to Haywood and Haywood cuts off to the corner. Haywood drops it off for Brighting, a shot, and it's caught by Glidewell. Nice shot by Zach Brighting. But Glidewell had good sight lines on that shot and was able to catch it shoulder high. Face off in the Bruin zone. Kicks to back into the Beaver zone. Drake passes it up ahead. That's broken up. Harris carries in the Beaver zone. Harris tries to throw the puck in front. It's intercepted. Here's Malik the other way. Malik trying to cut in front. Drops it off for a shot by Evan Schrader. And it's pad save made by Glidewell. They tie it up along the far wall. Moving in and cutting behind the Beaver net was Will Keckler. Will Keckler, he lost it. Here comes Drew Vandenboss to Malik, a shot, stick save by Glidewell, and Cole will hold on to it. We're past the midway point of the third period now, 7:09 to play in the game. Beavers lead at 5-1. 3 goals by Ethan Malik and 2 by Hayden Drake. 1 goal for Braden Kohlreiser of Troy. Clark's pass for the Bruins broken up. Loose puck behind the Beaver net. Here's Newroth. Chaser gets past center ice. Clears right up the gut. A shot. And Cole Glidewell has been able to keep Chase Newroth out of the net tonight. Another nice save there. Chase streaking right up the gut into the slot area, right in front, point blank. But Glidewell got his pads down on the ice and was able to stop him. Matt Haywood wipes out along the far wall, gets the puck over to Corrigan, to Newroth, to Haywood. Haywood shooting wide of the net. Calander holds the puck in. For Newroth, shot, pad save, rebound, and Glidewell is able to stop it. Here comes Evan Schrader. And he lost the handle before he could pull the trigger on a shot. Puck now at center ice. Here comes Ethan Malik, looking for his 4th goal of the game. A shot off a stick and up over the glass. Referee Rob Hoppy will deliver a new puck to Tank Wilkinson. Yeah, Rob Hoppy looks like after the game he's going to get on the exercise bike. Ty Wilkinson, the Tank, looks like after the game he's going to the bar and tip a few brewskis. There's a shot by Hayden Drake. It's wide. Here's Chase Newroth. A shot is blocked. Chaser gets it back to Haywood. Back to Newroth to Drake. A shot and right on. Pad save by Glidewell. Down to 5:10 left in this game. 5-1 Beavers. Again, this Bruins team, their coach before the game told me, classified as really a junior varsity team. So this type of result was probably really expected. There's a shot by Vandenboss, blocked. Vandenboss trying to get on the board, and Drew's shot is off a stick high and wide. Here come the Bruins the other way. There's a nice check from behind by Tyler Calander. Tyler then knocked down by Will Keckler. Here's Ethan Malik over the Troy Bruins line. His shot was blocked by Bruins player Zoe Worsley. Puck comes in on Cole Glidewell, and he's down on the ice. He'll cover it up. Getting an assist from Zoe Worsley, as she's down on the ice as well. They get the puck covered up, and we'll have a face-off. Newroth wins it back to Drake. Drake to Haywood, back to Drake. Puck off his stick to center. Loose puck, and Zoe Worsley will dump it in the Beavercreek zone. Hurried back out by Newroth. Nice poke check away by Hank Clark. Puck cleared back behind the Troy Bruins net. Drake unable to hold it in at the blue line. Gets past Cole Reiser, drops the puck over for Matt Haywood. Cuts behind the Bruins net. Haywood. Puck center. There's a shot. Pad save by Glidewell. Down to 2.5 minutes to go in this one. Beavers lead at 5-1. Here is Zach Briding over the Bruins line. Nice shot. Wide. Gets a puck rebounding back off the end boards back in front. Unable to get a good shot this time. Here's Ethan Malik, a shot from right wing is wide. There's Drew Vandenboss. Nice move to try work in front, and they score. How about that? Looks like Ethan Malik is fourth of the game. There was a nice move by Drew Vandenbos to dipsy doodle around a Bruins player to get an original shot on net. So I think Malik's goal was a rebound goal. Unofficially fourth of the game for Ethan. Beavers lead it now 6-1. Here's Vandenbos' shot. That's Zach Vandenbos this time. Shot wide. Shot by Liam Corrigan is blocked. Aiden Couch in front looking for a pass. Aiden gets a backhander off, and the save is made by Glidewell. Cole Glidewell. Glidewell spelled like it sounds. Glidewell. From the face-off, there's a shot, and Glidewell catches that one shoulder high. That was a shot by Zach Vandenbos. From the draw, here come the Bruins the other way. There's a backhand shot that's blocked. Now the Beavers come back. Clayton Barker lost an edge and wipes out as he was entering the Bruin zone. Down to 35 seconds left in the game. Here's Newroth, drop pass Drake. Back to Newroth, now to Brighting, and Zach Brighting shot wide. Pass along this near wall for Drake. Hayden moves in, winds up, fires, and that's blocked. That didn't feel good. Brighting holds it in for Beavercreek. And that'll do it. So, nice effort tonight by the Beavers. The final score, Beavercreek 6 and the Troy Bruins 1. As they line up to shake hands. Hey, how you doing there, Greg? See if we have any more chat messages before we wrap things up here, folks. Yeah, we do. We have a few more messages, everybody. Let's get those on the air. Got another message from our pal Stinky Andy. Stink says the Beatles never played at Hobart. Okay, well that's I am corrected. Thanks, Stinky. Still a impressive group of artists though. Elvis and who else did I say? Liberace, Lawrence Welk. They've had a lot. Of course, they have had a lot of concerts through the years, and how about that? Jay Leno coming here in February. How about that? But thanks for the correction, Stinky Andy. I thought at some point in the past I'd heard that the Beatles played here, but obviously not. So thanks, Stink. The Stink Meister. Nigel Gunn says at Hera, Ty Wilkinson will be known by the fans as the hippo. Oh, at Hera, Ty Wilkinson was known by the fans as Hippo. Hey, Nigel, nice to hear back from you again tonight. Nancy Jesky, our good pal. Hi, Nancy. Says, good job, Drew. Always a good night watching the Beavers. Thank you all to make it possible. Thanks, Nancy. Appreciate hearing from Nigel and Stinky Andy and Nigel and Nancy. And we hope to hear from everybody tomorrow. Beavers play 11 o'clock tomorrow, Dave. And then at 6:30 also.
6 or 6:30.
Okay.
Check your text.
Oh,
11 and 6.
11 a.m. and 6 p.m. tomorrow. So I didn't get anything, Dave. Can you send it to me? We'll try to get a score sheet here so we can give you all the official goals and assists tonight, folks. Okay, it's coming, I'm sure. There we go. All right, Dave sent me the score sheet. Here we go. Okay, let's see if we can make this out here, everybody. There we go. Okay, here we are, everybody. Goal number 1 of the night was Hayden Drake, assisted by uh, Drew Vandenboss, and it was 1-0. Second goal was by Ethan Malik, so we're right so far. The assist to Zach Briding. Third goal of the game for the Beavers was Hayden Drake, a power play goal, assisted by Chase Newroth, and it was 3-0. Fourth goal of the game. Whoa, we've got a complete. Oh, here we go. Wait a minute. I'm not looking on the right column here. Hold on a second. Sorry, folks. Okay, yeah, it was Drake assisted by Newroth. Okay, and then the fourth Beaver goal was Malik assisted by Drew Vandenboss and by Evan Schrader. The the goal by the Troy Bruins was number 38, and that is Braden Kohlreiser, assisted by teammate Jacob Schultz. And the last Beaver goal was Malik, again assisted by Drew Vandenboss. Well, hang on. Wait a minute. I have. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So officially now we had 2 by Hayden Drake. And yeah, we're right. We got the right. 4 by Malik. That's what I thought. I'm missing one. Briding. Blah, blah, blah. 18, 7, 18, 18 and 17. There we go. The last goal by Malik was assisted by Drew Vandenboss, and Hayden Drake. So we are all set. And the final, are shots on here, or did they keep track of them? What were your final shots there, Dave? Or I don't think they have them on here.
59-16.
So 59 to 16 in favor of Beavercreek. So now that we have the official score sheet, again, I'll run down the goals again for the Beavers. It was Drake from Drew Vandenboss, Malik from Zach Briding, Drake from Newroth, Malik from Drew Vandenboss, and Evan Schrader. Malik from Drew Vandenboss, Malik from Drew Vandenboss, and Hayden Drake. And the one goal for Troy was, again, Cole Reiser assisted by Jake Schultz. Hey, Craig. What was that? They had the lid on the net against poor Chase tonight. What the heck? It's like the goalie had his radar zeroed in on Chase. But so that's let's figure a 3 stars tonight. Let's give the number 3 star of the game to Drew Vandenboss. Drew with 4 assists tonight. How about that? So Drew Vandenboss, our number 3 star of the game. The number 2 star is Hayden Drake, shotgun with 2 goals and an assist. And the number 1 star, no question tonight, is Ethan Malik. Ethan Malik with probably a career game for Ethan. 4 goals tonight. How about that? So the hard hat, I'm going to give the hard hat to the Troy Bruins goalie, Cole Glidewell, because he faced 59 shots and he was able to stop 54 of them. And he had to be all over it all evening long, or else this game easily could have been 10 or 12 to 1 instead of 6 to 1. So once again, the 3 stars tonight. Number 3 star, Dave Vandenboss, 4 assists in the game. Number 2 star. What did I say? Did I say Dave? Hey, Dave played tonight. Well, hey, I've called out Craig Newroth before too. Oh my. So number 3 star, Drew Vandenboss with 4 assists. Number 2 star, Hayden Drake, 2 goals and assists. Number 1 star, Ethan Malik, 4 goals. Hard hat goes to poor old Cole Glidewell. Boy, he was a trooper in net for the. Got to hand it to him. He kept him in the game all evening long. So we'll give him the hard hat tonight. So that'll do it for this contest. Uh-oh, what did the Slash Dog say? Slash Dog says, just joined, rewinding to see what I missed. Looking good for the Beavers. Yep. Well, all right, Slash Dog, nice to have you with us tonight. Again, this Troy team classifies as a junior varsity team, so this result was really kind of expected, I think, at the outset of this game. But good effort for both teams, and congratulations to the Beavers on a nice performance tonight. And for the Troy Bruins, they'll pick themselves up and get after it next game tomorrow. So that'll do it. Appreciate hearing from everybody on the chats. Speaking for Andrew Couch, our videographer tonight, and for Dave Vandenboss, our producer engineer. This is Kent Jacobs reminding you the final score tonight. The Beavercreek Beavers 6 and the Troy Bruins 1. Beavers go to 7-3 on the season. They're off to a good start. If you split the season up into games groups of 10, well, they start out 7-3. That's a good start. So until tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock, we wish you good evening, everybody, from Troy Hobart's Arena, and good night, everybody.